linebacker. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Elks and the Armadillos. Next on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Austin Armadillos taking on the Elks of St. Louis. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Austin Ball Club, they come into this one. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Hawkins able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Call that a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, Peterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, this city, St. Louis, so heartbroken when the Rams left for L.A. following the 2015 season. But they believe they get a chance to get a team back here someday, and now today's the day. An NFL relocation team back here in St. Louis, and this fan base ecstatic, and they have welcomed them with open arms. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. They run over center with Peterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be complete to Sermon. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Peterson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Throwing on first down. Mason got his man complete over the middle. It's Fernandez. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Mason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Mason. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Operating from the gun. Mason. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Looking to throw. Mason. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Mason. In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hawkins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd down and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Peterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Morris. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Hawkins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. Hawkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. To throw from his end zone, Mason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw from his end zone, Mason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this point on the field, a lot of play callers have a little trepidation. They're just thinking about running off tackle, quarterback sneaks, anything to try and create a little bit of room. But those aggressive play callers, they think to themselves, this is the right place to take a shot. And they do, and boy, are they successful.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Smiley.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 21, here's second down and 8.
They run again with Morris. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is Morris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down at a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. On first down, Hawkins. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Elks have regained the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now for the point after. and it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Austin's offense ready to go again. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on second down, Mason going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down, Mason. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Hawkins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Hawkins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Sheds off the tackle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mason. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run with Morris. And that's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Off play action, Hawkins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Austin's offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Smiley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 yards there, 1st down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Mason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Off the play fake. Mason. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Off play action, Mason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Mason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Mason. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Armadillos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Austin's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Mason. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Smiley, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mason. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Mason. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Morris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Well, they really need to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now it's Morris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Austin's offense ready to go again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Smiley. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down now.
Smiley. Well, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out